What's up, guys? Today we are going over the update 3.2 that's going to be coming out soon for Battlefield 2042. Now, DICE did say originally that this was coming the end of January, and we're getting obviously pretty close to the end of January now, so I expect it's probably going to be out in the next couple of days. I'm a little bit late on this video though because of how busy work has been and stuff, so apologies for that because most of you have probably already seen this. But Battlefield Inside Podcast episode 1 is now being released. It came out earlier this week and I've listened to it. I listened to probably about 7 to 8 hours worth of podcasts every single day at work. So I constantly drain through podcasts, so this was something nice to add to the list. So just some small notes that Rayo is having a massive buff, what I class to be as a massive buff anyway, and it will entice people to use them more. That vehicles hacked by Rayo can now be locked onto, which if you ask me is a ridiculous buff because a lot of people don't like to run soft lambs. Soft lambs are good and all, but I mean nobody really runs them because when you do tag them, I mean unless you're running a squad, most people aren't going to use their RPGs lock on. Talking about RPGs though, the recoilless M5 is also going to be getting quite a significant nerf because the engineers are going to be able to basically do more damage with the recoilless M5. I think the M5 was like the most used gadget, or it is the most used gadget throughout Battlefield 2042's history so far. From my understanding, I think everyone's going to be doing less damage with it, or every other class of it is an engineer. I mean, the engineer class are going to be doing more damage with it, and hopefully, anyway, that'll sort of flesh out, from what they say, the amount of people that are using the M5. Now, I don't know how it's the most popular gadget in the game because personally, I never run it. I've run it every now and then on the odd occasion to do challenges, but I don't think it is that great. For me, it's always the ammo bag. That's like the #1 thing that I use. So yeah, I don't know. I don't find lobbies with people just spamming BR5. I mean, you get killed from quite a distance away by an M5, but I don't think it is that overpowered. Especially like vehicles I find in this game, if anything, they seem to be a bit more overpowered and they seem to stay alive a lot longer. So I don't know. Bit of a weird one, but that's something to keep note of. Crawford's current trait, Cash Point, moves to Irish, and the assault classes as well are only going to have 1 med pen. I don't know if they come equipped with a med pen. I don't think they do because obviously it's gadget, but if you choose to have a med pen, you can only have 1. Armor as well is exclusive for the assault class, which I think is kind of a good thing. I know a lot of people are going to be running assault anyway because that's how most people play the game. Personally, I don't like the armor. I think it's a bit of a cheese sort of gadget to use. I don't know why people use it because obviously once your armor's been depleted, it is gone. It's not coming back, and that's just sort of how it works. So I don't really see the point of it because once it's gone, that's only gonna maybe 1 kill you get or 2 kills. It sort of lasts you and it's gone. So I don't know. I don't see the point of it. It's just annoying when I go to shoot people with it. Most of the time I do get to kill them, but yeah, that's something to keep in note as well. But that's going to be moving to the assault class. Crawford's repair tool trait as well will be able to repair any vehicle or gadget which is below 25% health twice as fast. The mounted Vulcan stationary minigun will also perform a little bit of damage to vehicles, which I think should be a sort of no-brainer thing anyway. I think all miniguns should be able to perform some sort of damage to vehicles. I think there's a bit of a crossover there when you spawn in a vehicle, it's only got a minigun, and essentially all you can do is take out infantry with it, which is a bit of a downside to be honest to the miniguns, but that's a good thing to note as well. Maybe some people will be running Crawford a bit more purely for that. Apparently as well, the support class, which, well, I'm going to continue calling it a medic because that's how I see it, because yeah, Falk's a medic, that's it. I can't remember who the other support character is. I haven't really looked through the specialists. I don't really care. I mainly just focus on Falk. But apparently they will be the only ones able to equip claymores. I don't know how true this is. I've heard it elsewhere. I don't know. It just sounds a bit iffy, to be honest, and it doesn't really make sense. There's just things like that I don't understand. But the class system is coming very soon. It's coming the end of this month. So within like the next week or so. I mean, to be fair, when you're hearing this video, it'll be a Thursday. So it may already be out. But I'm not entirely sure. There's update 3.2. It's not massive. There are some buffs and nerfs, and there are some weapon stuff as well that I haven't mentioned. Like in update 3.1, there was a buff as well for the MCS shotgun, increasing the, I think it's the base pellet range up to 20 meters from like 8 to 15 or something, but it's still a pretty bad gun anyway. Yeah, not a huge update, but the class system's going to be taking full effect, and we'll know far more about weapon proficiencies and all that sort of stuff, how that works with classes much sooner. Everything else that I've read about weapon proficiencies has also been sort of leaked information, well, data mined anyway, so I don't know. Take it as a grain of salt. It could be true, it might not be, so I'm not going to say it just in case, unless I'm 100% certain on it. If you've enjoyed today's video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe.